Name, Jiang Li. Age, 518 years old. Identity, contemporary human god. Accomplishment, Mahayana period. A mechanical voice sounded in Jiang Li's ear. Jiang Li subconsciously opened his consciousness and made a cautious gesture, but as he heard the voice clearly, he hesitated and felt a mix of excitement and helplessness. He laughed and scolded, "Isn't your system too late?" No matter how you laugh or scold, the system still needs to be opened. This system is an overthrow system, helping the host to defeat all those who look down on the host. Please host to receive the novice gift package. Hearing the word counterattack, Jiang Li felt deeply uneasy, but still managed to suppress his anxiety and said, "Accept." As soon as the words fell, a bunch of things appeared in front of Jiang Li. He sat down cross-legged and counted these things. When you open the vial, you can smell a fragrance that lifts your mood. This is the fragrance of the ultimate pill. 20 pills of the best qi-gathering pill have a miraculous effect on the qi training stage. A piece of top-quality foundation-building pill can help the qi training stage achieve perfect foundation building. 10 low-level charms, including 2 strength charms, 2 speed charms, 2 concealment charms, and 4 meditation charms. 150 low-level holy stones. A incomplete Taoist book, 4 ounces, can lift 1,000 pounds, with the system also kindly noting it beside. The heavy object by a light touch is a secret that the Taoist sects do not pass on. If you learn the incomplete version, you will be invincible during the qi training period. It can be completed by spending 100,000 source points. Current source point, 0. Jiang Li looked at the pile of things and remained silent. Isn't this beginner gift package too beginner-like? Jiang Li carefully examined these things, and the most valuable one was probably this tattered Taoism book. It was not only tattered, but also incomplete. And using a little force to overcome a lot of force. Jiang Li pondered for a moment, then pulled out a brand new book from his storage ring. The book's name was also called Using a Little to Overcome a Lot. This is a handwritten copy of the Taoist master's gift to Jiang Li, with the insights and annotations of the Taoist predecessors. Generally, powerful Taoist arts have a threshold of level, such as the Dingzhen Zhong Yuan of the Thick Earth sect, which can only be activated by the power of the Golden Elixir stage, and the Dai Hua Yin Yang of the Heart Demon sect, which can only be activated by the power of the Golden Elixir stage. The biggest advantage of 4 Liang to lift 1,000 pounds is that there is no restriction on spiritual energy. It emphasizes that power follows the mind, and that the weak can defeat the strong. It is very suitable for fighting against the opposite level, and is a rare no-threshold Taoism. After comparing the 2 books carefully and confirming that the content was the same, Jiang Li couldn't help but wonder, these are indeed good things, but why are these things all for the practice of qi? System, what is my cultivation level? A mechanical sound rings out. The Mahayana period. Did you give me the wrong starter package? Isn't it the beginner package for the qi training period, not the beginner package for the Mahayana period? After inspection, there is no error. What is my cultivation level? The Mahayana period. What level is the starter package for? The qi training period. Is it a mistake? After inspection, there is no error. My level. Mahayana is correct. Fine, Jiang Li said in silence, everyone is going to answer the question before I do. Jiang Li didn't know whether to say that the system was rigid or intelligent. Publish a novice task, which cannot be refused or avoided. Failure penalty, the remaining functions of the system cannot be opened. The functions of the system include store, Reiki infusion, avoidance of demons, spatial movement. Novice quest, Jiang Yixing has repeatedly cheated and insulted you by virtue of his status as the son of the clan leader. Please defeat Jiang Yixing. Jiang Li was full of questions. Jiang Yixing, a familiar name. Who is he? Turning back to the beginning of the journey, Jiang Li remembered who Jiang Yixing was. Jiang Li's father was the previous generation's clan leader, and after his death, only an orphaned mother remained. Her mother died of a serious illness, leaving Jiangli without a father or mother. After his parents died, Jiang Yixing took advantage of his father being the son of the contemporary clan chief to bully others everywhere, and Jiangli was his favorite victim. This gave him a sense of unexplained accomplishment, and Jiang Yixing was also the most talented person in the entire clan. No one could say anything against him. Jiang Li was also a disappointing person who did nothing after being bullied, complaining about the world every day. Eventually, he died of heart attack. He came back from the past at that time. After crossing over, Jiang Li judged that staying in this family was harmful rather than beneficial, so he directly ran away from home. That was 500 years ago. From the current perspective, Jiang Yixing's so-called best talent in the whole clan can only achieve the foundation level at most, and then he can only achieve the late stage of foundation level with the watermilling skills, and the probability of achieving the golden core is extremely small. The lifespan of a foundation stage immortal is the same as that of a mortal, at 140 years. The lifespan of a golden crystal stage immortal varies from 200 to 300 years, depending on the individual. Whether Jiang Yixing finally became a base level or a golden cord master, he could not die anymore. And the most important thing is that this novice quest doesn't seem to be for me to complete now. System, what era is it now? In the year 4300 of the Yen calendar. It's the 4800th year of Yenli. Jiang Li finally knew where his uneasiness and discomfort came from. This broken system was launched 500 years late. Please refer to the time identified by the system. Jiang Li was trembling all over. I request to change the task. The task cannot be changed. Jiang Yixing is dead. Please refer to the time identified by the system. I am now in the Mahayana period. Is it appropriate to fight Jiang Yixing, who is either practicing qi or building a foundation? Is this called a counterattack? Please complete the novice quest. Restart the system. Please complete the novice quest. Uninstall the system. Please complete the novice quest. Jiang Li almost vomited blood. He should have guessed when he first saw the word reverse attack that the hell reverse attack system. As a contemporary emperor and the strongest person in Kyushu, who would he attack? What a broken system, what's the use of you? Jiang Li was determined not to pay attention to the system anymore. He had turned on the computer 500 years late, and now he was expected to defeat a dead person. How could he defeat him? By using mental victories. Under the Jilei mountain, countless powerful practitioners are waiting for the human emperor to pass through the rite of passage. These people may be the helmsmen of major religions, the rulers of empires, or old monsters who have lived for thousands of years. These grandmasters have a tremendous cultivation base. If it weren't for the current lack of visibility in the fairy realm, they would have already closed their doors and meditated in order to survive the rite of passage and ascend to heaven. There are even a few who have survived the rite of passage and become immortal, but they are far from matching Jiang Li's number of rites of passage. They didn't come here to see if Jiang Li could survive the attack, but to see if he could ascend after the attack. But this time, the transcendence was destined to disappoint them. After the immortal's journey, there was no legendary ladder to immortality. The idea of becoming immortal is unattainable and inevitably arises in the mind of the patriarch. Although it was expected, it still cast a shadow on my heart. Jiang Li flew down from the mountain, and even those who are not good at reading people's faces could see Jiang Li's disappointment. If it was just a single transmigration without ascension, Jiang Li would not be too disappointed. But this sudden system made him think he had a golden finger that could help him ascend, only to find out that it was a useless finger. The patriarchs could also see Jiang Li's abnormal state of mind, but still put on a happy expression and congratulated Jiang Li. Congratulations, Emperor Jiang, you have survived another celestial disaster. No. Just watching it from the side makes one feel terrified, but Jiang Renhuang has passed it without a hitch. I believe his cultivation has improved even further. It's just a lucky coincidence. If Jiang Renhuang can ascend to heaven, he will be a dominant force in the fairy realm. The road to ascension is long and difficult, and we need to work together. The Emperor of Jiang must come to my sect and give a lecture on cultivation experience to my incompetent disciples. The Emperor of Jiang must give me a face. What Senior Zhang said is right. I will remember your guidance, and I will exchange some experiences with you later. I will let the younger generation listen to it. Unfortunately, the fairy realm is too far away from us, its location is uncertain, and the boundary wall is too thick. Otherwise, with Jiang Renhuang's cultivation, it is possible to break through the boundary wall with force. Everyone knows that the Mount Meru sect is the most adept at spatial arts. If anyone can locate the fairy realm, it's you. Jiang Li was very polite to these masters, thanking them one by one and promising to go to various sects to teach experience in the future, which made these masters very happy. After saying goodbye to the leaders, Jiang Li summoned the system again. The words of the old Buddha on Mount Sumeru gave him inspiration. System, can you send me to the fairyland? The system will open the space transfer function in the future, which can take the host to the fairyland. Can you send me there now? Jiang Li was delighted. The system was still somewhat useful. It was worthy of being called a golden finger. Please complete the novice task first. Jiang Li patiently explained to the system, you can first send me to the fairy realm, and from there I can go to the underworld. Once I find Jiang Yixing in the underworld, I can defeat him and complete the task. Please complete the novice task first. Please be flexible and let me open an account. You can't make me hit a dead person. Please complete the novice task first. Broken system. Jiang Li felt that this was not a golden finger, but a middle finger given by God. He cursed the uselessness of the system while pondering how to complete the system task. For example, finding a person named Jiang Yixing and beating him up, or finding a person and forcing him to call Jiang Yixing and beating him up, or dancing on Jiang Yixing's grave. Of course, these are all alternatives. The first option is naturally to go back home and see if Jiang Yixing is still alive. Maybe he has obtained a life-extending pill. Oh, one pill is not enough. He needs more than 10. Then, he can barely live to this day. Or he can get enlightenment from a master and break through to the Yuaning stage. With a lifespan of about 500 years in the Yuaning stage, he can also live to this day. In short, qualifications are not the only determining factor. For example, Jiang Li is a good example. Without his hard work, as well as a little help from his heavenly root and immeasurable Taoist body, he would not have reached the Mahayana period.